When it comes to college athletics, prioritizing work in the weight room is of equal importance compared to prioritizing work/practice on the field, court, track, etc. Training in the weight room provides a number of benefits to the college athlete. Some of these benefits include provide strength and power increases that can be detrimental to on-field success and the further development/enhancement of sport-specific skills, allowing the college athlete to build up muscle in order to protect itself through intense competition and promote longevity of health/injury prevention, promoting cardiovascular development and the increasing of endurance, along with so much more. If a college athlete neglects the weight room, this will be harmful to their overall athletic potential and sport development. There are a vast number of training/periodization plans that could be used in the weight room for college athletics. The research study that I have selected to talk about, titled The Effect of Autoregulatory Progressive Resistance Exercise versus Linear Periodization on Strength Improvements in College Athletes, compares the effect of two training/periodization plans on college athletes. This research study includes an experiment conducted at the University of Missouri, including 23 of their football players. The point of this experiment was to compare the improvements of strength, specifically an estimated 1 repetition max bench press strength, estimated 1 RM squat, and the 225 bench press repetitions during a 6-week training program, either using the Autoregulatory Progressive Resistance Exercise method, also known as APRE, or linear periodization, also known as LP. Autoregulatory progressive resistance exercise is a form of periodization that adjusts to the individual's adaptations on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis. This type of periodization allows the athlete to increase strength at their own pace by catering the program to the athlete's individual strength or performance on a daily basis. Because individuals increase strength or respond to training stimuli at different rates, it is possible that the use of autoregulation may maximize the amount of strength gained over a training cycle, whereas linear periodization is a breakdown of macrocycles, mesocycles, and microcycles in which intensity gradually increases and volume gradually decreases with and between cycles. It was hypothesized that an APRE program that adjusts to the day-to-day variation in performance capabilities would result in a larger strength gains in previously strength-trained individuals compared to a program employing the traditional LP method. To begin the experiment, the 23 football players were split into two groups. 12 were put into the APR group, while the other 11 were put into the LP group. All 23 football players had similar training histories and were all trained by the same training staff. The 23 football players did not have pre-experiment measures/numbers taken, but utilized their measures/numbers attained at the conclusion of the previous off-season training cycle. For this experiment, the variables/exercise tested consisted of bench press 1 RM, estimated squat 1 RM, and the 225 repeated bench press test. When conducting the 6-week experiment, both groups underwent the same demands related to off-season conditioning and sport-specific drills. In addition, athletes in both groups performed a very similar resistance training program and exercises, both performing a heavy barbell bench press 1 session per week, a heavy dumbbell bench press 1 session per week, and the 225 multiple repetitions bench press 1 session per week. For the lower body, both groups performed squat exercises 1 session per week, front squat exercises 1 session per week, step-ups 1 session per week, lunges 1 session per week, glute hamstring raises 1 session per week, and Romanian deadlifts 1 session per week. The APRE group performed a 6 RM protocol with appropriate daily and weekly adjustments to their training resistance, while the LP group increased intensity from 70 to 85% of 1 RM over the course of the cycle. The experiment conductors learned that APRE was found to be more effective at improving bench press strength, squat strength, and upper body endurance in previously strength-trained athletes over a 6-week period compared to LP. These findings provide strong evidence that autoregulation of training may be important to consider when choosing a program to elicit maximal gains in previously trained athletes. One of the main reasons I selected this article was because my knowledge on APRE was fairly minimal. After researching more about it and understanding the characteristics and inner workings of the periodization plan, I fell in love. As a previous college athlete, I believe APRE is worth the investment. When being a student athlete, sometimes life catches up to you. This could be derived from external stressors such as schoolwork, time management, balancing academic and athletic responsibilities, relationships on and off the field, family issues, and so much more. The student athlete holds a greater amount of responsibility than the normal student, and sometimes that can affect an athlete's mental. Oftentimes, athletes tend to not inform their coaching staff about the stressors they may have going on. The athlete just shows up to practice and waits and works. Because of these stressors, some days the athlete may have it and some days they may not. The APRE periodization method allows the training regimen to be individualized and puts the athlete first. It's not about a coach just telling you what exercise to do or what number to hit. It's truly about the athlete. I can see why this method was proven beneficial. I believe it helps not overtrain or tax the athlete's body in a much more successful fashion. As a coach, I wish to implement this periodization plan to my athletes. This not only promotes better weight room gains, but it allows the athlete to be able to communicate with me and continue fostering our relationship so that we can be honest about how we are feeling and what the athlete may have going on in their life, if it's something I should be notified or worried about. As a coach, I want to be a coach that truly cares, not only about the weight room or on the field gains, but the betterment of the athlete on and off the field and how to manage or minimize life stressors. Thank you.